consistency long term is really the key to success that you're going to have, being consistent every single day. Okay? Think about what has created business for you this year. Think about all the listings that you took. What was the source of that business? Where did you generate the buyer sales? Where did it come from? Okay? What activities did you do to create that business? Okay? What activities caused you to take a certain listing? What activities caused you to take certain buyer sales, right? Was it postcards? Was it knocking doors? What is it that you did this year? Okay, and are you doing enough of that same activity to generate more business, right? Are you doing enough of that to keep creating that business to come in? The biggest challenge that I see is the lack of consistency in the activities that make us money. And I see that as I work here, as I talk to agents outside of our office, that is really the biggest challenge, is being consistent every single day. Okay, I see some of our sales force they become lasered focused on generating business, and then they become very successful, at doing it, at generating the business. Okay, but once they start managing and having to service all those transactions that they're doing, they immediately stop generating business. Okay, think about that. So we get really, really good, we get pumped up, we start doing the business, we start prospecting, we're out door knocking, we're putting postcards out, the business starts coming into us, right? And then all of a sudden we got all these escrows, and our escrows start getting up there, and then all of a sudden we are now not income generating, but we are servicing. Then we're a service manager and managing these transactions. Then 3 to 4 months later, you close these transactions and deals, and then you have to start the whole process all over again, right? Because you stopped going out and generating new business for 2, 3, or 4 months, okay? It is an emotional drain when you put yourself through these cycles, okay? It's like this, up and down, up and then down, okay? The market already has its cycles, right? If you look at the real estate market, on a traditional market, your closings are going to be like this, right? The amount of listings that are taken monthly, they go like this. And then we've had over the last 7-10 years, some of this, some big dips, right? So the market already has those cycles that we have to deal with. And if we add those up and down cycles that we create for ourselves, it makes it even much tougher. It's an emotional drain. And so being consistent on your part in what you can control, because you can't control the market, okay? If you're consistent in what you're doing, then you could be much more successful and take away the emotional part of the business. So what do I mean by that? So let me just share with you consistency in what is lead generation. So if you're making a call 1 hour a day to past clients and center of influence, you do it consistent 5 days a week, as I have seen JP been doing now for the last couple months, although I didn't see him yesterday or this morning, being consistent on making those calls every single day. So he's doing about 2 hours of calls to past clients and center of influence. If he could just maintain that long term, he's going to be in good shape. So consistency in lead generation, 1 hour a day of calling expireds. If that's what you like doing, John, I know you call a lot of expireds. If you're doing it 1 hour a day, that's fine. 1 hour a day working on my skills, whether it's practicing scripts, whether it's role playing, and being consistent every single day, okay? I come in every day at the same time. That is being consistent in your business. Do you show up every single day at the same time? Consistency, remember that is key to success long term. Every day, you knock on doors, for example, Noe, he does 3 or 4 hours, 5 hours a day. So let's just say you knock 1 hour a day, or you go knocking 2 hours a day. Do you do it 5 days a week? Are you consistent? Okay. Every day I'm consistent on my morning schedule. Having a morning schedule and you're consistent at it. Nothing breaks that morning schedule. Okay. This is having success long term. Every day I set appointments only in the afternoon. A buyer appointment, a listing appointment, a showing appointment, buyer inspection, walkthrough. That's being consistent, keeping the same schedule every single day. This is being consistent 5 days a week, 50 weeks a year. You take a couple weeks off, right? I know summer has started and, some of our sales force has taken 2, 3, 4 weeks off, or I haven't seen them, not sure why. But can you do this? Can you do 5 days a week, 50 weeks a year, and be consistent with income generating activities? Okay? Can you be consistent in your business? Let me share with you what it is not to be consistent. Okay? Because if you can't be consistent, here's the truth: your business will be affected, right? If you're not consistent long term, it's going to affect your business one way or another, and you're going to go through these cycles. Okay? So you are you're in the zone in creating new business, and then all of a sudden you have the income stoppers, right? So let me share with you what some of those are. I'm prospecting. A cold call tells me, Brian, I know this happened to you yesterday. Cold call says, yeah, I'm actually thinking about selling. How much can I sell my home for? Then all of a sudden you say, well, hold 1 second. Boom, you start doing a CMA, or let me call you right back. Now you're now going to do a CMA for 10, 20, 30 minutes. That just stopped you from going out and generating new business. That one person that totally stopped you from going out and creating new business. Okay? Service calls. That's another one. Customer says they need this or they need that. You stop everything that you're doing to go handle that customer call. Buyer showings. Okay? Buyer says, hey, I need to go out tomorrow at 10 a.m. I need to see this property. I want to write an offer. I like it. Escrows. You get up to, I've seen some agents in here, get up to 10, 15 escrows, on their own. They're prospecting, they're door knocking, they're doing everything they're supposed to do. They get up to 10, 15 escrows, and then all of a sudden, no more income generating for 3, 4 months, right? Escrows slow you down. Inspections. The inspector says, well, I only have tomorrow 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock available. Well, there goes your prospecting, right? Or there goes your income generating activity. Negotiations. You're trying to negotiate the deal. You've been at it for 2 or 3 days, and you show up in the morning, and that's the first thing that you deal with. The first 30 minutes is that whole negotiation. Throws you off your schedule. Personal appointments. Emergencies, right? Allowing emergencies to break up your morning routine. Your follow-up. Walkthroughs. Okay? Closing a deal to get paid. You got a deal that went 10, 15 days past escrow, and for the last couple days, all you're doing is focusing on getting that deal closed, right? Those are income stoppers, right? They're stopping you from generating new income and new business. You have to be aware of that, okay? Because what that does is just cause you to do the ups and downs in the business. All these activities are important that I just listed, but nothing is more important than you having consistency on generating income generating activities. Okay, that is the single most important thing that you can do in your business. Okay, so that you're consistent. Now, I don't care if you do just 1 hour a day, if you do 2 hours a day of income generating business, and whatever that is. Okay, whatever activity it is, I'm okay with. I'm okay if you have a goal to close 20 transactions a year. I'm okay if you have a goal of closing 50 or 100 transactions. I'm okay with that. Okay? You want to prospect, Brian, 6 to 8 hours a day? I fully support you, right? And that's what that goes for you. The only thing that I ask, though, is that you are consistent with your income generating activities every day. So if you choose to do 6 hours a day, do it 6 hours. Don't let anything break that schedule. If it is just 30 minutes every day or an hour, so be it. Do it at the same time. Be consistent. Do it every day. Because if it's not consistent, it's not part of your schedule, you're probably not going to do it, 5 days a week, 50 weeks a year. And if you do it a couple days this week, a couple days next week, following week you don't do it, you know the routine, right? So if your goal is 25 closings, I want you to close 2 deals a month. Okay? There may be a month you only close 1 and the following month you close 3. That's fine. Okay? If your goal is 50, then you got to close 4 a month. Average. Right? But don't close 6, 8, 10, 12 deals in a month and then not close anything for 90 days. Because that's painful. It is really painful. Okay? Be consistent is the name of the game. And over the last few weeks, especially when we took time off, thought about how important it is for us to be consistent to get to that whole different level. I spent some time talking to Mike Ferry. You know, there's one thing that he has that he's done for 40 years. Whether you like the guy, whether you do or you don't, I hope you do, okay? He has been consistent over a 40-year period. Same message, same routine, going out speaking every day, flying from city to city, doing it for 40 years, okay? He's consistent in his message, and he's consistent in his schedule and his activities. Warren Buffett, okay? Same activities every day for the last, 60 years, 50 years, since the 50s, okay? He prospects every day looking for a business that he can buy. That's his only activity, right? And he does it all year long to hopefully buy one business a year. You know, he goes out and buys a business. So right now I think he has something like 90 businesses that he owns. He's obviously the richest man in the world, right? Businesses like R.C. Willey, he purchased, I think, in 2005. Many private businesses, that's what he goes out and looks for and prospects every day, and he's just looking for that one great deal. But what does he do all day? He prospects looking for business. He's been consistent long-term over a 50-year period. So how consistent can you be in your business? You know, how consistent can you be to make sure that you don't have these big ups and downs? Because that worries me a lot, okay? How important is it to you to have a consistent amount of closings per month? How important is it to you? Are you on track? And if you're not, what do you need to do to get back on track on your business plan and your goals for this year? So you have full broker support. Charles, you have full broker support here. And we are 100% committed to helping you achieve the financial goals that you have set for yourself and most importantly your family. So let's make it happen.